1958, the F1 Dino 246, which this car here represents, won the World Championship with Mike Hawthorne at the wheel. It's not just purely a race car that I want to race on tracks around New Zealand or around the world. It's a piece of artwork. Actually, well, the sound's pretty special, and I had read that the V6 Ferrari Dino engine did have a wonderful rasp to it. I wasn't disappointed. From the driver's seat, it sounds pretty magnificent. It's the last of the front engine cars really to grace F1 racetracks around the world. So when we started the project, there was a few key ingredients we needed to assemble to start the process. One of the issues was the Ferrari wheels, so we had to have the Ferrari wheels right from the beginning, and as you can see, that allowed for the scaling to occur. The 58 Dinos, they were taken and made into, and portions of them were put into the 59 and 60, and I think even some of those went into the Shark Nose, which was the first rear engine F1 car that Ferrari did. Days of motor racing after the war in the early 50s, where a lot of the cars, the earlier versions of these, there were lots of tragedies, and that extended through to this particular period. The Dino lost 3 people. They were far too young. Reasons why I decided to talk to Rod Tempero about him producing this car with me is because of it being a car that didn't survive. The cars that survived tended to be the later Dinos, the 1960 Dinos, and then in very limited numbers, maybe 2 or 3. But the 1958 Dino, which was the start of it all, with this magnificent exhaust pipe that comes and sweeps over the rear wheel like it does. None of those survived. This particular car is something that we believe it represents what Mike Hawthorne raced in. Of course, every race, every time they went to the track to race during the 58 season, obviously the car would have some improvements or some variations. Now, I'm not disappointed at all in creating this as a legacy to Ferrari of 58 and F1 racing.